Alright guys, Trenton with the Budget Shooter here again. And as you can see, it's cleaning day. Right now I'm just going to go over the basics of, hey, I've got my first shotgun, I don't know what to do with it. So, let's get down to cleaning the barrel. Now, the way I've been taught may be different from what you've been taught, but I tend to leave my choke in on this one. And if you see me switch the camera around, parts of my, work area and room that you don't know, it's because I'm actually looking down the barrel in the light, which is what I'm about to do right now. And it looks relatively clean, but I know as soon as I start running the brush, which is what I'm going to do now, that there's going to be a lot of stuff stirred up. So always insert chamber side first, never go down the barrel. You might actually scratch up more than you really want to. Run your rod, like so. Sorry for the snapping noise, that's actually the rod. And just keep going until you get everything stirred up the first time. Now I think I've only fired about 2 shells out of this, so it's not going to be as bad as if I went, full day shooting. Yeah, this is going to be a relatively quick video, but what I did was I just basically took my brush, ran it down the length of the bore, and started just, like a wire brush does to a piece of metal, scraping away the imperfections, scraping away all your, built up. And now I am going to switch over. Switch over here to my patch wand. What I tend to do here is I tend to take first and second link off, like so. And now this doesn't really matter if you go in from the bore or the breech. So, let's get to it. Now some of my friends ask me, what does a clean shotgun look like? Well, do I tell them about the barrel or do I tell them about the patch? Usually it's the patch. The patch should look like a light gray color. Not black, not light black, but almost like a smoke gray. Now, I'm pretty sure that the first patch I'm going to run through is going to look like that, so let's get to it. Go in there, whatever technique you do. I usually just do a swirling motion to get around the whole barrel. Just go down the length of it a few times. Pull it out. And as you can see right there, that's a shotgun that's barely been fired. Now this shotgun patch, if it's been, fully fired, a day of shooting, what have you, is almost going to be as dark as the patch wand itself. Now that could usually take for cleaning purposes, and crap, where's my towel? There's my towel. Sorry, I don't want to get any of the bore solvent on the actual bore. The finish will get fucked up because of that. But what I tell people is, after a full day of shooting, it's usually going to be about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on if you clean it as soon as you get home or the next day. Now, if you get a patch that looks like this, please tell me what ammo you're using for a full day of shooting, because I would love that. But let's get down to some of the other basics here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe off some of the brake free that I used prior for lubricant. Seeing as I don't tend to use brake free except for barrel preservation. What I do run, Classic Hopes lubricant on a cotton swab. Take it around here. Nice even coating around your breech face connection here. A little bit of lubricant up in there. You may not see it at first, but it's on there. Just kind of go all over it like that. Make sure to get your rim right here. And then switch over to the other side here. Sorry if it looks sloppy, but just get in where your magazine tube is and just kind of rim it around like that. Now, to do this part, let's see, where did I put those? There they are. Right here, as you can see, I am using the same material, which are automotive wipes of all things. And just get a little bit of brake free, like that. Come down here. Now you could spray a little, you could spray a lot. I tend to spray a lot just because I like long-term storage. I don't go out shooting enough this time of year. So, barrel preservation, whether it be for bluing or the internals, is important. And it just allows you to get all the crap off. Now I'm going to be upfront with you guys. I know a lot of you don't like road hunters, but I am a road hunter, so if you don't like it, well, tough luck. I'm still putting the videos out. If you're watching this from California, you guys don't know how to hunt because you're all a bunch of liberal commies. Yes, I said that having Californian relatives, but they are not. They are actually gun-toting Americans, like we all should be. And there you go. There's your preserved barrel. Now that's done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set this off to the side here and grab my action, which is buried underneath my project paperwork. And here's the action. Yes, I know some of you are going to say, oh, but why don't you go with a, you know, an American 12 gauge? Well, frankly, because I already have one up there, and it's broken. Yes, I said that correctly, broken. It needs a new firing pin spring, stock, foreign. It's the condition I got the gun in. Now, back in the time when I got it, I was happier than all hell because that was my first gun. My first gun was a 12 gauge. Now, what I usually do is I just kind of, you know, get up in here with the lubricant. It allows me to get some of the crap out there, too. Just kind of give everything, you know, general once-over. Your extractor, your bolt face. Get your bolt face up in here like so. So I get a good angle in there. Kind of get all on that face. Damn, broke the Q-tip again. Get up in there. Now if you see your Q-tip starting to fray, grab a new one. Now, most people tend to tell you that getting the gun Q-tips are the best way to go. Yes, but for this project, which is the budget shooter, I'm telling you that you're going to get a lot more usage out of a box of 300 of these than you are going to get out of 4 of those. Unless you know how to clean them, please drop a comment on how to do that, because I certainly don't have a fucking clue. But basically, you slide back here, get inside your action or breech, and what I tend to do is I use either my lubricant or my bore solvent. Now, with this being, you know, plastic, I'm going to go with the brake free, you know, just for continuity's sake. Get it all nice and up and in there, not too much though. Let it soak in, and we just get all up in there. Wherever you can think gunpowder will be, it will be. And every place you think gunpowder will be, magnify that by 2, because if you shoot more than, 2 shots, you can already see. Now all you do is just, get your feed ramp every place you can think. Now I'm not going to take the trigger group out because I don't want to, mess with any springs coming loose, anything like that. Because I don't claim to be a gun expert. And I am really not a gun expert. So, let's see here. All up and around here. You can kind of see some of the shit coming off. The dry side. As much of that CLP out of there as you can, because we're going to go back in with actual lubricant now. And, back with the standard high viscosity. I don't run low viscosity like that lubricant, just primarily because it doesn't last as long. Now, some of you may say, oh, but you bashed the Hopes kit that you're using. Yes, but of course, me being on a tight budget, that's all I have. So, beggars can't be choosers, that old adage. And, just continue to get in there. Lube every surface you could reach. The extractor face. Everything. Everything you want to lube, you have to lube. Now, let me get over here. Grab the barrel nut. The barrel. Goes on as simply as this. Slide it on like so. Slide your fore end up so you can actually get it in there. Wrench your barrel nut down. Don't worry about the clicking. And there you go. There's your shotgun. This can be said for 20 gauges, 28 gauges, whatever you have, except for semi-autos. Semi-autos, you're only able to take the barrel off. I would recommend not doing anything else besides that. Taking it to a gunsmith after every other hunting season. And as always, this has been Trent with the Budget Shooter Project. Like, comment, and subscribe. I know I'm leaving with a dirty scene here, but this is me, and have a good one.